the whole idea.
The whole thing.
Which is a farce. Mm-hmm. So, why have we made it such a fantastic, romantic, sentimental affair, sex? Is it because intellectually we are crippled? We are second-hand people. You follow, sir? Mm-hmm. I repeat what Plato, Aristotle, Buddha, somebody said. Mm-hmm. And therefore my mind intellectually is third-rate.
Exactly.
So it is never free. So intellectually I'm a slave. Mm-hmm. Emotionally I become romantic. I become sentimental. And the only escape is sex, where I'm free. If the woman or the man agrees, if they're compatible and all the rest of it, then it is the only road, only door through which say, for God's sake, at least I am free here. In the office I'm bullied, you follow, sir? Mm-hmm. In the factory I just turn the wheels. So this is the only escape for me. The peasant in India, the poor villager in town and in villages, look at them, that's the only thing they have. And religion is something, yes, I agree, we should be celibate, we should be all the rest of it, but for God's sake, leave us alone with our pleasures, with our sex. Mm-hmm. So, if that is so, and it looks like that we're intellectually, morally, spiritually crippled human beings, degenerate, and this is the only thing that gives us some relief, some freedom. In the other fields, I have no freedom. I have to go to the office every day, I have to go to the factory every day, I have to, you follow? Mm-hmm. Cinema once, 3 times a week, or whatever it is you do. You've got, and here, at last, I'm a man, woman. So I made this thing into an enormous affair. And if I'm not sexual, I find out why I'm not sexual. I spend years find out. You follow, sir? Mm-hmm. Books are written. It has become an nauseating thing, stupid thing. And we have to also, in relation to that, let's find out what is celibacy. Because they have all talked about it. Every religion has talked about it, that you must be celibate. And they said, Christian will say, Virgin Jesus was born immaculate. You follow it? Mm-hmm. And the Buddhists, I don't know if I was told of a story that the Buddha, the mother, conceived because she, out of, not human relationship, out of same thing. They don't want sex to be associated with a religion.
So,
and yet every priest is burning with it. And they said, you must be celibate. And they take a vow of celibacy. I told you the story of that.
Oh, yes. Monk. Oh, yes, yes. A deeply moving story. Yes.
And what is celibacy? Is it in there, in your heart, in your mind, or just the act?
If I've been following you correctly, it seems to me that you pointed to sex here as undergone in a utilitarian way.
Okay.
It's a means to. It's a means to, and therefore Since
A routine, a insistence, encouragement. You follow?
yes, always a goal that lies outside the activity. Therefore, it can never be caught up to.
Therefore, conflict.
Therefore, conflict and repetition.
And therefore, what is celibacy? Is it the act or the mind that is chaste? You follow?
It must be the mind.
And the chaste mind, which means a tremendously austere mind. Not the austerity of severity and ruthless acceptance of a principle and all the rest of it.
This goes back to the earlier conversation where we talked about hurt.
That's right.
The chaste mind would never be hurt.
Never. And therefore an innocent mind.
Yes.
Which has no picture of the woman or the man or the act, none of that imagination.
This is very, very fundamental. I know in our conversations that I keep bringing up things that I've read and studied, because that has largely been the occupation of my life. And the thing that moves me so deeply in listening to you is that so many of the things that have been said over the centuries and written over the centuries ought to have been understood in the way that you have been presenting them. We even have a tradition, for instance, in Christian theology, that what is called the fall of man began at the point of imagination.
Right?
And yet that hasn't been properly understood, it seems to me. Otherwise, had it been properly understood, we would not be in this immense conflict that we're
Christians have first invented the sin and then all the rest of it.
It has been the cart before the horse. Yes, I do see what you're saying.
So can the mind be chaste? Not can the mind take a vow of celibacy and remain and have burning desires, you follow? And we talked about the other day, about desire. We are burning with desire. All our glands are full of it. So, chastity means a mind that has no hurt, no image, no sense of pictures of itself, its appetites, its all. Can such a mind exist in this world? Otherwise, love is not. I can talk endlessly about love of Jesus, love of this, or love of that, but it becomes so shoddy.
Because it's love of.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Love as an activity is not the same as love undertaken as a means.
Yes, sir. So love is love pleasure. I can only answer, it is not, when I've understood pleasure. And understand not verbally but deeply, inwardly, see the nature of it, the brutality of it, the divisive process of it. Because pleasure is always divisive. Enjoyment is never divisive. Joy is never dividing. It's only pleasure that's dividing. When you listen to an Arab about the oil, the energy, it is his pride. You follow? You see it in his... And you see it in the ministers, in the politicians, this whole sense of arrogance, of power. And at the same time they talk about love.